Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We have Exceptional Otters here against the Ronin. Looks like Exceptional Otters are doing an AT9 throwback with a Nighthawk, 3 Cerberuses, a Scimitar, 3 Manticores, a Stiletto, and a Merlin. Everything coming in at 50.
And versing them on the Ronin, we have 3 Eoses, 3 Enyos, 3 Ishkers, and the Guardian.
Yeah, so we've got a kind of a kite-based missile team that's going up against a sentry team that doesn't really care if you run from it. To an extent, the Eoses don't get the range bonus on their sentries, but I don't think that this exceptional honors comp is going to do that great.
Maybe if they get the Guardian down fast enough, they might stand a chance against the sentries because the missile DPS coming from a Nighthawk and 3 Cerberuses and 3 Manticores will be something to be reckoned with.
Yeah, absolutely. We do have some of the assault frigs from exceptional otters, or rather, the Ronin moving across the field right now, but they're not actually doing anything.
Yeah, it looks like the Guardian is actually spearheading the attack into the Executive Altars team.
It's very ballsy stuff there. I would imagine that there's a decent amount of damps on the field with this comp, so him moving forward with his team is probably just to keep in rep range. No real damage coming out from either team currently, though.
He is literally spearheading the attack. I think he has taken a page from my book of logistics flying. I wonder if he's bait tanked and this is all planned.
Well, all planned it may be. We have the Stiletto on the Executive Otters side getting popped very quickly. The lack of bothers with this Guardian is just crazy. He's still running right into the middle of all of these ships.
Yeah, they're not even focusing him. They're splitting their fire among the support, trying to confuse him, but he doesn't care. He's just going in.
Yeah, he's definitely manning up here. There's nobody can question his balls, that's for sure. I am surprised though that they haven't that Executive Otters hasn't tried to put any damage on these Eoses. I mean, they've got the range projection. There's no damps at all hitting them, and they're not applying DPS to the frigates very well. They have switched over to that Guardian though, so we'll see if he is indeed bait tanked.
It looks like the Guardian just pressed approach on the enemy Scimitar and just left it and just started repping his own team. But I think looking at the damage profiles coming from the Executive Authors team with the missiles, they're not very bursty. They're quite persistent, which is something you don't want on a charge-based tank, which the Guardian is probably rocking right now.
Holy cow, Mr. Diggs just got eliminated in the Scimitar. Meanwhile, this Guardian is tanking like he doesn't care about a thing. He is not getting hurt at all, but you're right, eventually he will run out of charges.
Yeah, Mr. Big just got shown why the sentries should be nerfed, which was also quite prominent in the AT11, was it? Yeah.
So tell me, what did you lose in the AT11 to sentries?
I think I lost to sentries. I think I lost an Etana mate, which wasn't mine, so I didn't really care.
That's a good way to look at it. So executive otters are pretty much getting wiped here. They kind of came into a bad situation where they're making this Guardian expend charges. They're not actually breaking it, but that once they start having it expend charges, they kind of have to stick with it, because if they just switch over to an Eos, he can just reload and he'll be just as effective. So we're seeing 2 Caracals now about to enter armor and will soon die. I don't even think the Ronin have lost a single ship yet.
Yeah, I don't think the Executive Authors will live to see the day the Guardian runs out of charges. But what happened in the beginning was that the Ronin team wasn't focusing the Scimitar, and he was able to keep up with the sentry damage. But once they just assisted their sentries to their team captain and he aggressed the Scimitar, then 2 volleys was enough to kill the Scimitar.
Yeah, he went down really quickly. We're seeing this Tech 2 Drake now. He does have an ASB, but there's no way he's going to be able to rep through all of this damage. He's got at least 1 EOS, 2 EOSs right on top of him, putting out a lot of damage. So he'll drop soon. Then there's just a Merlin and a Caracal, or a Cerberus rather. We have the Merlin's actually sitting at 110, so he's pretty close to the boundary.
Yeah, this is pretty much over unless Khanid Helions and Shock Fist can pull some crazy stunts and somehow hack the sentries to turn against their masters, but I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, sentries are a fickle thing, but I don't think they're going to turn against their own team. They have a little more loyalty than that. We are seeing this Nighthawk going into armor now. He will, much as shield ships are known to do, explode soon after. And from there, it's just running down these last two ships. The Cerberus is already, looks like he's already scrammed and webbed. He's got an assault frigate swarm on top of him at the moment, and this Merlin is just, sitting out at 122, 124, and there he goes, he boundary violates. Well, thank you, Mr. Merlin pilot, for not drawing this out any longer than it needed to be. Good showing from the Ronin. Pretty much a flawless victory here, and this is the second time today we've seen a triple EOS comp. I really do think they need railguns, though. I mean, they've even got a medium hybrid tracking bonus. It feels like they just belong there. Also, good job to Inertis in that Guardian, just being an absolute man and going into the middle of the enemy team and providing a distraction.
Yeah, I would like to congratulate the Ronin team on their skillful assist drone to their designated shot caller. That was quite impressive.
Yeah, it takes a... No, it's actually really easy. With that, we will send it back to the studio.